Now, I didn't mean for slop content to come back to this channel, at least not this soon anyways, but this recent MrBeast situation has made me pick this back up again, because it honestly irritated me a decent bit. I'm not gonna fill this video up with any filler, so let's get right into the topic. Recently, MrBeast released an AI thumbnail maker as an add-on to his Social Blade competitor ViewStats. This would cause a lot of controversy online for obvious reasons. I've seen a lot of people criticizing this move for environmental purposes, which isn't all that surprising. Not to say that this isn't something to bring up in criticizing AI generated content, but I feel like at this point, since these softwares are advancing rapidly, it isn't even the #1 concern now. But before I get into that, let's go over his announcement video for this whole thing. The original drama alert tweet that this was included in got deleted, but it was saved in my Twitter cache, so I was able to get a screen recording of it. Any clips of it might be low quality, so sorry about that in advance. One of the first features he talks about in the video is being able to swap your face with somebody else's in a thumbnail, and the examples he uses is from one of his own videos.
From creating custom results from any channel to literally being able to put your face on a thumbnail, it literally feels like cheating.
And this is just straight up promoting stealing other people's thumbnails. That's all it's doing. MrBeast himself has criticized people who blatantly ripped off his style, making this whole thing so hypocritical. He calls stuff like this the AI taking inspiration from other YouTubers, which is probably just his way of wording things to make it seem better than it is. But by far the most egregious thing this AI does is that you can put a link to another YouTuber's video into it and pretty much edit all you want about a certain thumbnail.
And step 3, to show you how all out we went on this AI thumbnail tool, you can also copy a URL from any YouTube video. We'll just paste this one I have here. And in the prompt box, just tell it what to change in the thumbnail.
This is, again, just stealing other thumbnails. I guess you could change enough elements to where you make it completely your own, but at that point, why not just create your own thumbnails? MrBeast acts like it's so hard to make thumbnails in this video and that this takes all the effort out, but all it takes is just learning an image editing software. Hell, you don't need complicated ones if Photoshop is too much for you. Paint.net is free, and I use that for everything I make. And I'm sure there's other apps that you can use. Also, newsflash guys, YouTube thumbnails don't need to be super complicated. You can make something that looks good in less than 20 minutes if you know what you're doing. You just need to make something that looks appealing. But even if you don't want to do the work, you could just hire someone to make them. There are hundreds of highly skilled people that would be willing to take you on as a client, so there's really no need for a tool like this. I guess my final point in this video would be this. I miss when YouTubers would actually care about the creative process of their work instead of just purely trying to farm views off the algorithm. This might seem ironic since this is a video with Half-Life 2 gameplay in the background, but I do have a video essay channel where I talk about whatever I want, so go check that out if you want. Though this genre is also becoming stale, which I might talk about in a later video. But back to the point at hand, how many corners do we have to cut in order to get the slightest increase in views on the platform? How many people will have their work blatantly stolen or copied due to tools like this? I get that nothing is original on YouTube and everything nowadays is inspired by something, but nothing good comes from a tool like this. It's unnecessary at best and pretty harmful to the YouTube community at worst. And to top it off, in order to get access to this AI tool, you have to pay $80 a month for a ViewStats subscription. First off, I don't know a single soul who'd pay for this to begin with. And secondly, in what universe is something like this worth it? Please tell me. I'd love to hear any argument that justifies this in the comment section. It seems like MrBeast thought this would be the new trendy tool that every YouTuber would want to use, and is being incredibly greedy about the pricing. And yes, I get that the AI thing isn't the only thing that's included, but it's being advertised as the main draw for this tier, so it's obviously going to be the main thing I focus on. This is too much, plain and simple. AI should never replace people in creative fields. I think it's fine if you use it ironically, but if you want actual professional work done like this, just learn the skills it takes or hire someone. These blatant shortcuts for everything are going to make the quality of YouTube worse, and I'm not sure how to feel about that. But that's all I had to say about this. I made a video about JSchlatt on my other channel, Dead Meme Frog, so go check that out if you want a video with more effort put into it than this. And I'll see you later. Hopefully this is my last slot video for a while.